Hello everybody, Sarah here, and I wanted to share with you a process video. This is a very old photo of my daughter. What I am doing is trying to get together an album of my daughter from birth to 18. She's going to be 18 in 2 days, and so I really got my work cut out for me. So most of it's going in kind of a project lifestyle kind of album. Or it is going in a project lifestyle album, but I'm also adding in some 12 by 12. Now, I didn't start scrapbooking until I think she was about 15, and so I'm really behind on her. And so I'm trying to do a lot of it in chronological order, and as you can see, I'm up to maybe a year right now. So anyways, I pulled my November Scraptastic kit River and Roads, and so a lot of my papers and embellishments are going to be coming from that, but a lot of it's also coming from my stash. The background teal paper is from the Rivers and Roads, but that's going to actually change. I'm gonna kind of take on a different color scheme. The large white heart cutout with the scalloped edges around the circle, that is just some white paper from my stash. And that is a cut from the Silhouette store. I just got my Cameo. Oh, I'm so excited. So that was one of the first cuts that it was free. It was one of the free ones from the Silhouette store. And I wanted to use it because I thought it was really cute. I thought it would be great for backgrounds. And since I'm doing this, I thought that it would be, since I'm doing the catch up on the album, I thought it would be great for a little girl's layout. So, yeah. So the paper that I backed it with is also from my stash. I'm not sure if it was from a past kit or if it was just some paper that I bought because I love it. I may have saved it from a kit. And that is from Pink Paisley. It's a Solstice line, and that's called Bally. And the paper that is backing that heart cutout is just the opposite side of the heart strip that you can see kind of going down the opposite side. And that is why I actually hung on to it, was because I really love those little hearts. So I'm going to go around the matting for this photo with some ink that came in the kit, and it's just some Prima Chalk ink. I end up not liking it, and it's just a quick fix. I'm gonna end up cutting it off. It's I want to say Attic Antique. It's an antique kind of dusty look, and it's just making my layout kind of take on that old kind of more dirty look, and I really wanted to keep it white and crisp. My daughter's sitting in a white high chair, and it's just, you know, a 1-year-old's birthday layout. I kind of wanted to keep it nice and fresh and clean. What I was trying to do was make that matting paper stand out from the paper that I had pulled as a layer, and I'm going to end up achieving that by just matting it with a really thin border of this pink plain cardstock that had come in, I think, a previous kit, and I'm going to end up pulling that in a larger 12 by 12 for my background, but I'm not going to figure that out until a little bit later when I realize that a lot of the pinks are going to be the prominent colors. Okay, so I'm trying to think of where I'm at right now. Oh, I wanted to make sure that some of the words that are significant to this layout are going to be right above the photo. So I don't remember. Let me see. The words that I had chosen right above the photo, it says little moments and everyday moments. And I'm just I just thought it was really cute because, you know, just the way that my daughter ate her cake, it was so adorable. She didn't get dirty until the very end. She was eating it with just like kind of putting her head down into her cake. She had her own personal cake, and so the photo now, she's got it all over her arms, and it was really cute. So I ended up, okay, here's where I already changed the background. And I really love the way that the pink is making it look very girly. And she's wearing a pink outfit, and her cake has some pink in it. And like I already stated, her high chair is wooden and white. And we were outside. In the background there is some like wood fencing behind her, so everything else is very neutral. So I'm going to go ahead and add some rub-ons, and those are from a kit, or from this kit, and those rub-ons are Maggie Holmes. I don't remember which line they're from, but I really wanted to use this banner because I thought it just looked kind of birthday, and above it it says best day ever, and I really like the way that looks. I'm going to cut this yellow piece of paper, and it's got some small teeny tiny little white polka dots. I'm going to cut it into a banner, and that is where I'm going to put my title. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start taping everything down, and my title is just going to be Happy. I was thinking about putting first birthday, but I just kind of left it real basic, generic, and plain. It's pretty obvious it's her first birthday. And those stickers that I'm using also came in the kit, and those are really awesome. They're kind of almost like a rubber, and they're in white. And those are from American Crafts in maple font and white. And then those bows, those ended up coming out of my stash, those little bows, and those are Heidi Swap. I love them. What I did was I put them at the start of every banner, so it kind of looks like the bows are holding the banners up, and I really like that kind of cluster. I'm going to use that larger bow is going to stay, but those wood veneer are actually not going to make it on the layout. I liked the number 1 because it was her birthday, but it was just not the look I was going for. Now I really wanted to use these tags. I love the look of these tags, but I just can't figure out where to put them. And it's kind of bringing in some darker colors, and that's not what I wanted to do as well. I'm trying to put it like a little cluster below the photo, but it's kind of taking away from that cluster that I have up in that heart where all the bows and the banner is. And that's one of my favorite elements on this layout, so I didn't want to take from that. So I'm going to go ahead and take everything away once I figure out that it's not working, and just the bow is going to create a small cluster. I'm going to add a little bit to that bow. Still want that one to work, but nope, I think I figured out it's not going to work. So here's where I decide that I wanted to go ahead and add some rub-ons, and I wanted to add the gold ones, so I'm going to go ahead and cut all of those out. Now I'm going to have some trouble with these gold rub-ons, and I'm thinking it's because they're, I don't know if it's you know, just the weather, or if it's just because they're getting a little bit older. I'm not sure, but I have a lot of trouble with the gold ones, and it ends up working out. I definitely don't mind. Now I just need to figure out exactly where I want to put them, because rub-ons are pretty permanent. So these are all little florals, and it's from the same pack, that same Maggie Holmes pack. Excuse me. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of fill the little heart with lots of gold rub-ons. I want to make sure that I have the right spot for them all. Okay, now here is where I'm kind of getting that trouble, where they don't want to lay down. They start pulling up. They kind of pull away from the backing, but they don't want to stick to my layout. And there's such delicate fine lines. I've watched, excuse me, I've watched where people have, who was it? I believe it was Mercy Tara, where she was saying to just put some glue down and, kind of rub it down again and it will stick. I did not want to mess with it, because it's just there's such fine lines that it ends up looking just fine. I'm looking at it now, and I do have kind of a bare spot up in one corner, which is kind of bothering me, but it's okay. So, I guess this is kind of boring. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that was taking so long with the rub-ons here. So, I guess I can kind of talk about what I am doing with my daughter's album. I have already done when she was born, her first Christmas, a lot of her first months, and I'm going to share some of those, but there's quite a bit that I don't feel like sharing. I might do, or I'm sorry, I shouldn't say it that way, that I don't feel like doing a video just because I am pressed for time. So I kind of feel like I just want to, share maybe some special moments and my 12 by 12 layouts and some things like that. But as far as the project lifestyle, and I mean, it's really kind of frustrating to do 18 years in one album and, try to get it done with a deadline. So I'm definitely not going to be getting it done like I had planned months and months and months and months ago, but I am a procrastinator and waited. And now we are 2 days away from her birthday and I'm not done, which, she'll still be around for a little bit longer. She's has plans on going into the Air Force. So, I can always give it to her at some point before she leaves, hopefully, or maybe when she gets back from a leave. I'm not sure, but I have time. She's still my daughter. I'll still see her, but I was kind of hoping that I'd be able to give it to her on her 18th birthday. She already knows that the album's coming. She's already seen some of these layouts. This one she has not seen yet, because this actually totally turned. It was a different photo, and the photo that I was going to use was absolutely adorable. So these rub-ons that I'm doing now, I loved the way that they fit on these little strips. They fit absolutely perfectly. So the top, I used the bottom 3 right underneath the title. The top one has like little arrows pointing towards the photo. The second one says a favorite moment, and then the last one says love this. And they just, I absolutely love that. I'm hoping that I caught that in the close-up photos. That's one of my favorite elements on the layout, other than the bows holding up the banner. These rub-ons absolutely made this layout just perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and pick out some enamel dots. Those all came from my stash. I have a lot of enamel dots left over. And I'm just going to kind of put them around randomly, other than the gold one that went in the center of that gold rub-on. And I love the way that it looks. It's kind of a different kind of more brassy gold enamel dot, but it's sparkly. And I just think that it really adds to that flower. It's really cute. So here is where I decided I wanted to make that bow kind of a little cluster. So I am adding a wood veneer, and I glued down that teal enamel dot just so that it would stay, because those bows are kind of vellum. So here are my close-ups, and that is going to be it. I'm hoping that I show you that little element with the rub-ons in the little left-hand corner. I'm not sure if I do, but I hope so. Thanks all for watching. And oh, there it is. Thanks all for watching. Bye-bye.